I've been quiet since the election, but with the inauguration approaching, I think it's time I found my voice. I've felt stunned since that night, like a rabbit who looks up suddenly right into a predator's mouth, just speechless. But it's so important now to speak, because this isn't okay. I'm not okay, and I can't imagine letting it feel normal. I had a hopeful feeling that morning. I remember thinking, this time tomorrow, it'll be over, and all the stress and uncertainty would lift. I reminded my wife that this is how we felt in 2008, right up until the end. And then we celebrated. We bought a bottle of champagne to bring to a friend's house, imagining we'd be toasting the first female president. But as the night wore on, that hopeful feeling turned to dread. And sitting there in a room among friends, there were no words. Nothing I could say. Entirely forgot the champagne. How could this be happening? I felt stripped of all the safety and security I'd managed to wrap around myself since coming out. Felt like the life I'd been building with my wife just disappeared in front of my eyes. The last sad gag of a magician's act. I sat there wondering if it had been there at all. Hadn't we made such progress? I wasn't sure I'd see marriage equality in my life, or anti-bullying curriculum in my hometown school district, or even realistic representations of queer folks in media. When people I knew would complain after weddings about standing in county clerk and DMV and Social Security lines, I would think to myself, I would love to stand in those lines. We were married for 3 years before we even had the right to spend an entire day waiting in lines. And I smiled so much more than I complained that day. As much as I had told myself a piece of paper, a name, didn't matter. It did. And not just for the validation of our love and commitment, but for everyone who thought they'd never see the day. And then to be slapped in the face with the knowledge that a great again America didn't include us, that stung. And I still don't know how to explain to people who tell me to give it a chance, to wait and see, how completely horrified and demoralized I've been made to feel since that night. People I love are being verbally harassed and threatened. Hate crimes are happening all over the country and with increasing frequency. The homophobes, the xenophobes, the bigots, racists, misogynists are emboldened by the words and actions that were condoned, applauded, and then validated by this election. Every day, there's something new to be horrified by. I'm sickened, I'm angry, and I'm afraid, and I can't be quiet about it anymore. That is not my president, and this is not my normal, and I will not give it a chance. I will use my voice and my art to tell my story and support my community, because love is love, and rights are rights. There are no words for the feeling in the pit of me, but that will not stop me from trying to find them and turn them into action, maybe even hope.